Being an equestrian, confidence stares me full in the face every day that I'm with my horses or coaching my students. This is a huge animal and it could knock me over, trample me, launch me out of the saddle, and yet I feel no fear. Why is that? In the equestrian world, confidence is often confused with bravado. And bravado means daring and boldness. And if you aren't brave, then obviously you're a coward. But confidence is a whole other thing, in my opinion. My favorite synonyms for confidence are self-assurance and coolness. And it involves conviction, belief, trust, assertion, and protection. Because you have to protect your confidence. It's hard to get back when you lose it. Many years ago, my horse Remmer fell with me. We were cantering across an open field on my Colorado mountain property when he took a misstep and stumbled. And you know how things slow down when you think back on an accident? Well, I saw it in slow-mo. Remmer stumbled, his nose went to the ground. I sat back and thought he would regain his feet, but he didn't. He literally somersaulted, and as he hit the ground, he rolled over me. I was knocked out and I broke 4 ribs. Now, I'm really good at leaping off a horse when things go wrong, before they go really wrong. But in this moment, I thought he was going to make it. The doctors told me it would be at least 3 months before I could ride again. But I was on my horse in 4 weeks, pain-free and fully healed. Physically, but not mentally and emotionally. I knew that during those 4 long weeks of not riding my horse, I had to work on my mind and on my emotions. See, accidents threaten your confidence in a big way because they are out of your control and your brain is triggered whenever you get close to what it is that could hurt you. Now that's an important survival strategy. So while many say you have to suck it up and just do it, I completely disagree. I know how the brain works in this situation and how it triggers valuable emotions. You see, the brain's job is to keep you safe and to avoid pain, which is a precursor to injury and death. In this case, my brain is alert to what will happen before the accident, like cantering across the field. So that means I'll probably feel scared and emotional when I canter my horse, even if I'm not in a field. Your brain will alert you well ahead of that catastrophic moment and triggers fear when you just get on the horse, never mind actually cantering. The same can happen in any area of your life where you've had a bad experience. Your brain does not forget. Now, this is not a stupid and irrational fear. This is safety-born intelligence. You can let it rule your life and cause you to avoid any associated risks and even make you give up doing what you love, which in my case is riding my horse. But if you manage it consciously, you can heal your confidence. There'll be more about this in part 3. Yes, shameless plug for why you should stay tuned. But for now, let's talk about how we're born confident or not. And I think what is really important to understand is that confidence is a skill and therefore it can be trained and learned. Dr. Ian Robertson, a neuropsychologist and author, proposes a concept called the confidence loop to explain exactly how confidence can be cultivated as a skill. He says confidence is not just a personality trait, it's also a skill that can be developed through specific practices. And the confidence loop consists of 4 steps. Number 1, setting a goal. A clear and achievable goal. It should be challenging enough to stretch your abilities, but not so overwhelming that it feels impossible. Number 2, taking action. Once you have a goal in mind, you have to take action towards achieving it. If it feels overwhelming, then break the goal down into smaller tasks so you can keep taking small steps towards completing them. Number 3, gathering evidence. As you take action towards your goal, pay attention to your achievements along the way. This proof or evidence can be internal or external. Actually, achieving the step and having others notice it. Internal proof is, of course, the most powerful because you're doing this for your own, not others' approval. And number 4, reflecting and adjusting. It's important to learn from any setbacks or challenges you encounter. And in a moment, I'll tell you how to do that. It's critical to use this feedback to recalibrate, understand, moderate, and then refine your strategies so you can continue moving towards your goal. Back in the 90s, as the education director in the Elabache skincare company, I wanted to teach and empower confidence in my team of educators, and I came up with 3 questions in their report that they needed to answer after doing a seminar. The first one was, what went well? Then, what could have been better? And thirdly, what I need help with. And this was really effective and incredibly powerful. And to this day, it is how I innately manage myself. Without acknowledging what went well, you can kill yourself with self-criticism. Yes, you need to be objective about what you could do better. But if you only focus on that, it's going to seriously undermine your confidence. Why? Because you're developing a skill. This means you have to acknowledge the good parts, because that is what you want to continue to improve. Brené Brown is a renowned researcher and author known for her work on vulnerability, courage, and shame, and offers insights into confidence through her research and writings. She says that confidence often involves taking risks and facing uncertainty, and she encourages people to step outside their comfort zones, to embrace that uncertainty, and dare to pursue their dreams and aspirations, even in the face of fear or self-doubt. And I totally agree, but how do you do that? In the next video, I'm going to talk about what undermines confidence, because once you know what that is, you have the power to not go there.